Coley here. You should subscribe to my channel because otherwise real ones don't get famous and only people who do this kind of dumb shit do, you know?
I don't know shit. I don't know shit.
Coley here, new philosophy on forgiveness. Now, forgive me, this might feel a little, because I just did the entire thing and realized it wasn't recording. And it was beautiful, and it was awesome. And it sinks me almost, the fact that it wasn't recorded, and now I gotta be redundant with my word. But that's life, so here we are. So I forgive myself, I forgive this goddamn iPhone, and I forgive you all. Let's talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness to me is letting go of the past, forgiving people for their trespassing against you, whether that's physical, emotional, in business, in life, betrayals of various things. They hurt real bad. They hurt real bad. And one thing I haven't really spoke on much is last year I had COVID really bad. And it was early in the pandemic, so people didn't really understand what was going on. There was poor testing, all these various things. But I ended up in the hospital, had a blood clot, ended up bedridden pneumonia for a couple weeks, and then I had the long haul COVID where it fried my brain. I had the brain fog, all these weird like joint issues and pains and little myalgias in my chest, and ended up having to put me on like an asthma shot and a steroidal inhaler for a while because of how chewed up my lungs were. I guess I got it bad because of my asthma, but and it was brutal. But as I'm healing now and letting go of those things, and fuck, man, this is nowhere near as good as the last one I was just doing. I'm way too talking from pain right now. I'm trying to talk from towel and not pain. But I'll continue. So, you can tell, it hurt like a bitch. And at the time, people didn't really believe me, I guess because I do have a past of being a hypochondriac, and it was a weird new virus, and nobody knows what's going on. And it was a little like the boy who cried wolf, and there was a wolf, you know. So it was awful, and I didn't really get the support I needed because of that miscommunication there. And the reality of how hard it was for me was not really apparent to others. And it looked a little like he's just crazy, or he's tripping, or whatever the hell was going on. And so that hurt real bad. And for the first time in my life, I felt an affinity to the poetry of Christianity, like Jesus, right? So he tried to give people love and they killed him for it. So I've always related to Zen Buddhism, Taoism, more kind of flow state, philosophical, less allegorical religions. And for the first time, I kind of understood the Christian poem, right? And I love all of them. Like, whatever your religion is, like, that's beautiful, and you know, do what works for you. You know, it's all really neat stuff. And so I wrote this movie in that, and creativity and art has always pulled me out of tough spaces. Tao enters, and in a flash flow state, I get these ideas, and I'm like, oh my God, my purpose is to write these and perform these and do these, and then that keeps me living, you know, for whatever reason. And so I wrote this movie called Jeebus, and it's about a beach bum, Jesus, right? And God sends Jesus back as a beach bum because America forgot how to love. And clearly over the past 4 years, we have forgotten that in some ways, with all the political turmoil, the riots, the social upheaval, the virus, the hating each other. I mean, it's just like we're really not being our best right now. And so it served as like a Borat-like vehicle for me to satirize human nature and everything that's going on. So it's silly and makes fun of everybody, myself included. It's weird, and it's everything you expect from Coley stuff. It's just a full-length movie instead of, you know, like a short form. So I'm really excited to make that. It's my second movie. The first one is a Coley mockumentary, which is also in editing now. So you know, I think they'll both come out probably realistically in like 6 months to a year, as these things take a bit longer than these short videos. But I'm excited to get it to you and show you it. And what I learned from the whole process was how important forgiveness is. You can't move forward unless you forgive. And if you hold on to all these betrayals, whether they're emotional, physical, spiritual, whatever way that you've been encroached upon or betrayed, if you hold those, it hurts and you turn into a pretty angry person with a lot of resentment. But if you let them go, you really chuckle at anything, even getting betrayed. You're like, damn, you fucking bastards. You know what I mean? Like, it's like even the most fucked up shit that happens to you is hysterical. You're like, man, you son of a bitches. You know what I mean? But you laugh at it because deep down you truly have forgiven people for doing it. Everyone thinks forgiveness is after the fact. Somebody betrayed you, somebody encroached, somebody trespassed against you in some way, and you're like, all right, that hurt, and now I forgive you. But for me, forgiveness is like beforehand. Like, I've forgiven human beings of every stripe before I've been betrayed, so that when it occurs, I'm just like, oh, that's one of those. That's one of those that happens. I've seen this, and well, we're gonna just try to not let it sting me before it even starts. And I'm gonna love them even though they're doing it to me, because I understand where it comes from. It's like I don't think people consciously betray you, and people don't consciously try to hurt you. We're all human beings trying to figure it out, trying to love, and we all have our own inherent self-interest and where we're trying to go and things we're trying to do. So when those align, we have beautiful flow state with people, and when those don't align, you go your separate ways and different things happen. And it gets a little messy as you're navigating those things. It would be beautiful if our souls were just like, all right, we'll come together, and hey, we'll go this way, and hey, we're going to come together on this, and hey, we're going to go separate on this, right? It would be beautiful if it was like that. But when it comes together, it's like, oh my God, I love you forever. And then when you get to this, it's like, oh, I fucking hate you, I fucking hate you. And some people let that moment keep them forever apart. But if you can be like, all right, well, I understand that you got to go like this and I got to go like this, well, then you can also come back and be like, oh, we'll work on this together. And we'll do this together. And maybe we're just friends over here, like this, with some distance. And maybe there's a million ways to do it. There's a million ways to iterate, right? And it can be like a flow state to it, as opposed to so much emotional turmoil and pain. And you can mitigate the pain on each other. So I obviously been on a pretty wild journey here, coming out of the COVID thing, and I felt betrayed, I felt hurt, I felt abandoned, I felt like I was left for dead. I can't tell exactly how much of it is because of my brain being fried from the virus, and how much of it was like accurately what was occurring, but it felt really real to me, and it was real. And to heal it, the solution was forgiveness. It was, man, whatever the fuck happened, fuck it. Let's let it go. Life is strange. We all went through something deep, deep, deep. And I'm sure you can relate to that in your own relationships. And the pandemic affected everybody in different ways. Some people, because they actually had it. Some people died from it. Some people, the interruption of the economy hurt them in that way. And like, it was fucked. It was fucked for all of us. It was fucked. But if you hold on to that fuckness, you're just going to become resentful. The only way to let go of it is forgiveness. So I wish you all forgiveness in whatever you need to heal and let go of. And I, like always, love you all. What the fuck is this? On the last one I recorded, I had this great ending, and I was like, bam, boom, boom. What?
I don't know shit. Right now 76, thinking. I don't know shit. I don't know